groove on, get my smoke on, so I can get my rap on.
Hey everybody, Dickie Jr. here, and we on Rumble. Come check us out on Rumble. And don't forget to check out ratebit.com. You bring the crypto, we bring the emotions. No KYC, no limits, just jackpot explosion. Ratebit.com, where you go full rock star with zero ID checks and over 7,000 games. Spin it, win it, withdraw it. Boom! Like I said, ratebit.com. You bring the crypto, we bring the emotions. No KYC, no limits, just jackpot explosion. Ratebit.com, where you go full rockstar with zero ID checks and over 7,000 games. Spin it, win it, withdraw it, boom. Now check us out on Rumble.
Word to
Grand
the
Rising,
mother.
everybody. This is Dice Game D coming back here on the We Are VishusTv, and we real, raw, and unedited. Me and Dickie Jr. This is 2025, y'all. We doing it extra lit this year. So make sure when you come to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You've been subscribed. Hit that like button, because that like button is gonna bring more people to our channel. And I'm telling you, we'd be so appreciated if you do that. Leave a comment too, because we want to know how you feel about every of all our content. And this video you looking at too, even though the live stream. So make sure you subscribe, and you subscribe on other platforms too. You can find us really on Telegram. You know, Telegram, we doing it live and lit on there too. Also, you find Instagram and X. Everybody hit us on X. We doing it live on there too. You know, we got our TikTok channel too. You know, we're going to leave all the links in the description. And our Big Shoot channel doing great. So, I'm Dice Game G here on Raw Vicious Network. And I love y'all on We Are VishusTv. This sponsorship is for Rumble, one that is incredibly important for the survival of the company. When Rumble first started in 2013, they built the platform from the small creator. They didn't censor or have bias. They were fair and treated all creators equally. No one thought platforms would censor politician conversation or censor opinions on COVID, but they did. Facebook admitted they fell to the pressure from the Biden and Harris administration. Rumble did not. They held the line. They are attacked daily for giving us a voice to talk to you. They are attacked in corporate media. They are attacked by government like France. They are attacked from brands and advertisers who refuse to work with them. Corporate America is fighting to remove speech. Rumble is fighting to keep it. Rumble won't survive with brands and advertisers that don't get much of it. Watch our show on Rumble as the most they can ask from you. But if you really believe in this fight, and if you have the means, one major way you can help Rumble survive is by joining Rumble Premium. Join the community that believes in the First Amendment and believes in our human rights to free speech. Rumble is offering $10 off with the promo code STUDIO when you purchase an annual subscription. Go to rumble.com/premium to use the promo code STUDIO. Like I said, if you have the means to believe in this cause, now is the time to join Rumble Premium. If you don't have the means, we are just happy if you just watch us on Rumble. And I'm Dice Game G here on the We Are VishusTv, and I'm out.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, everybody. This is Dice Game G. Coming on with Dickie and Dice Game Show. We're doing the live and lit again. You know what I'm saying? We just started the ads. We just started the ads. I just hit Dickie up. I was like, man, Dickie, we can start trying to do some ads with with Rumble. You know what I mean? And I didn't realize it, and I thought they was just choosing their own ads to put on there. But I looked at, I said, damn, this ain't script. So and I'm reading and I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? We can use a few of their ads and make our own video. So that's what we just did. We gonna get better. Everything gonna get better. You know what I mean? What
Well,
about you on your side, Dickie?
that's really not pushing a certain product. You pushing I guess you could say you pushing a business with record. And like I said, everybody like to gamble. Shit, I know
Yeah,
too many
yeah,
people like to gamble now. So hey,
yeah,
hell,
yeah,
even I
yeah,
like to
yeah,
gamble. So
yeah, yeah.
I like that little commercial. Yeah, sure did.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
all right, all right, all right. Well, like I said, they got like I say about 8 more. You know what I'm saying, here on Rumble Studios. So I mean, I could screenshot you. You know what I'm saying, a few of those and see what you like about them. We might do a few more. You know what I mean? So I want to
Right.
say grand. I want to say grand rising, everybody. Man, we having a great time of our life right now. But we having a time of our life that we seeing the whole system break down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, before they say the conspiracy theorists, we the one having the time of our lives. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of stuff that is coming out. And it's like some people don't know how to take it. Like this title of this live right here, you know what I mean? It's time. It's time to acknowledge that we are the original indigenous people, Indians of America. It's too much information out there, and I know, you know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna put it like this, this is all for people to go do your own research. You know what I mean? This is what we've been covering over the years. This is how we, express ourselves, and tell our truth. You know what I mean? Because it's so much evidence out there now that proving that we was here way before Christopher Columbus. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we were so upset with the Latinos when they was thinking we was when we was foreigners. You know what I mean? They I was tripping about that. But now all the truth is coming out on us. And I know a lot of people can't take it. It's some that can, but some that can't. You know what I mean? And it's like it's like you can feel that energy. Especially when you have these conversations and when you talk about this. You know what I mean? And I can understand because you've been told one thing your whole life, and you don't hear one side. You didn't hear the other side. You know what I mean? So I was brought up. It's two sides to every story. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying they rewrote our history, whitewashed it at that, you know, and now a lot of truth is coming out. So before we get started, Dickie, you got anything before we get started you want to put out there?
Well, the history's been whitewashed. It's just one great big ass damn lie in a big theatrical arena.
Man,
That's what it is.
what?
A big theatrical arena. All I
Man,
can say is the one that had 6,000 years to rule, him, her, whatever that you want to call it. Well, we know this is supposed to be Enlil, personification of Enlil. He and all of his followers should get a all-time Universe Academy Award. Universal Academy Award. Because they put on one hell of a goddamn show.
I'm
I
telling
am
you,
not
they did.
kidding.
They did.
They put
They
on one
did.
hell of a show.
I'm
And they
telling you.
almost succeeded. But too many of us woke up and realized that, hey, that African story don't add up, man. Y'all need to
And
give me
don't.
something better than this to make me think I'm from Africa. Otherwise, I know I'm from here, 'cause especially when you start looking around, you see all this other stuff. Then you realize people in your family, uh, well, Indians. Your grandmama,
Well,
they said your grandmama was an Indian. Well, yeah,
yeah,
she
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Hell, we all
I
was.
mean, my grandmother set us down and she showed proof. She had pictures, man, and I don't know
And
where
here,
she
here,
got it from. Go ahead.
and here's one thing I know about I ain't gonna say all of them, but I know. I think my clan is we got high tempers. We'll fly off on your motherfucking ass in a motherfucking heartbeat. But I learned to control mine a long time ago. But I used to see my auntie. I've had an auntie. She fly off on your ass in a heartbeat. Now it take a little bit to get her going, but don't get her going. You done asked for it then. You get her going, you
Yeah,
done asked for it. And that's kind of like the
yeah.
way I am now. I mean, shit. I don't fly off at the hell real quick like I used to, but and it takes a little bit to get it going. But when you get it going, well, like 50 Cent said, you wanted it, no problem. Shit.
Hmm. See,
Yeah.
see, see. Now we in the spiritual time now. You know what I'm saying? We in the spiritual war, and people forget that. You know what I'm saying? People forget that we at that time now. And they want to lean on too much of what they see, but don't realize that it's a lot of stuff that happened in our past and what happened to our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? And like take these this weather. You know what I mean? And all this destruction that's going on this planet. You know what I mean? And karma setting in, you know what I mean? Especially with this flood. And I've been hearing a lot of, stuff about, what I'm saying, this Texas flood, you know. So I know for a fact, for myself, that, what I'm saying, we in the spiritual war and the ancestors are here. And they are really, they really pissed off. You know what I mean? They want to set everything right. And now we talked about this time was coming. We was brewing on this time. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking to people for so many years about this time, 2025, the year 2025. You know, and a lot of stuff is gonna come out, and everybody gonna be able to take the truth. You know what I mean? So it's time to not stop sugarcoating this. You know what I mean? Especially when you researching and you seeing this, you know, how long they been playing this and how long they been playing us. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time, you know what I'm saying? The spell is broken. And now it's what it is now. So I know all these people ain't crazy. They're coming out saying about stories, and I want to say, paranormal stories. You know what I mean? They having their experiences now because we in that spiritual time now. We in the spiritual war. You know what I mean? So no more veil, and you can't hide behind the veil anymore. So it's just what it is. So when we get started, I want to thank everybody for listening, tuning in, you know what I'm saying, supporting us, Like I said, we do our message, how we come out, like Dickie said, we have a smooth intellectual conversation, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we don't feel like this is be like a live, we just feel like this is be like a conversation and like putting information out, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying we just do it a little different. So what
It's
you
like
want
a
to start on
live.
something?
It's like a live phone call.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? You always said that. You always said that. You know what I mean? And then like I said, we talk about what we experience or what we hearing and, what our thoughts about it. You know what I'm saying? For YouTube and all these platforms, educational purpose only. You know what I mean? So that's what we doing it for. So just do your research, do your own research so you get your own understanding. So what about these? And I want to start with this. You know, everybody, we need to find some information if it's so true about these slave ships supposed to have docked here and with the North Carolina. You know what I mean? We're hearing about all these slave ships that supposed to came here. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And no one of of our color can name not one ship. I'm just saying. You know, I'm hearing about that one ship, the first ship, Jesus. You know what I mean? What you think about this?
Man, the slave ship theory is a joke because anybody with common sense, after a minute, will keep adding it up in their head that it don't work. Cause see,
Mm,
once you realize that they execute people in gas chambers,
mm,
then you know, and then you realize that methane gas can kill your ass.
mm,
And then they said it takes 90 days to get over here. Well, I've been saying it for damn near 30 years or longer. Uh, the story don't add up because if you just kidnap, I'm gonna say it again. If you just stole anywhere from 500 to 1,000 people, and you got them shackled and chained, you put them on a boat
mm,
because we know you didn't sail straight up the Atlantic and then come across. We know you didn't do that because some other countries would have said, "Hey, where you going with all them people you got shackled and chained?" Because you hadn't even got away from the continent of Africa yet. So,
mm,
so if you came across this damn water, and in the story they told, they said 90 days to come across this water. Well, if you got 500 to 1,000 people shackled and chained in the bottom of this boat, they pissing and shitting. Well, you got them shackled and chained. Now, I mean, let's just keep it real, cause you know damn well they don't have the crew, the manpower of the crew to take these motherfuckers up uh one at a time or two at a time to let them use the restroom and
mm,
come back. They ain't got they don't have the manpower for that.
mm.
And so now if they pissing and shitting where they stand at in 30 days, it's a gas chamber. We execute people in gas chambers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
now you got 60 more days to get to port. Now I've said it before. Who the fuck was
Man,
left?
yeah, because I mean, people don't realize 60 days. That's a long
And
time.
here's another story. Did you
That's a
pack up
long time.
60 days or 90 days worth of food and supply to feed an extra 500 to 1,000 people on the ship so they would make it? No.
Just, I'm just
So
saying,
the story's
60
bullshit
days.
and bogus.
60 days. If people don't know, 60 days is a long day, long time. Especially being cooped up, you know what I'm saying, and supposed to be shackled down to the bottom of the ship and shit. And
Yeah,
then,
but
I'm
Yeah,
just
but it
saying,
take 90 days to get.
yeah,
They said it get here. It took 90 days. Ain't nobody
yeah,
left in 90 days. Matter of fact, I don't think nobody's left in 60 days. But
right.
they said they couldn't do it in 60 days, so it took 90 days. They didn't pack up no extra food, shit, because the ship probably wouldn't have held it if they packed up supplies and stuff to eat for 90 days going across the water. Yeah, I'm pretty
See,
sure there was some.
I'm sure they pulled up so many cover stories. They put like out saying they done found some ships at the bottom of the what I'm saying ocean and stuff. They gonna say, well, this probably is some of the slave ships that we found. But they trying to cover up shit. They trying to cover up they lie. Yeah, I mean. I was like, damn. I said, look, once we was getting on the boats and shit, now they come in and trying to, cover some shit up and say, oh well, we found some boats in the bottom of the ocean. I forgot what part of the ocean it was, but they said they come up with some boats. And I was like, nah, something don't feel right. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it,
here's another thing. For
yeah,
as the slave ships is concerned, every
yeah,
slave ship that was supposed to left has got a goddamn ship log. They
right,
can't
right,
find no ship
exactly.
logs and no
Yeah,
ships coming over here. Cause
right,
like I
right.
said, Columbus came here before the slave trade supposed to came.
That,
Cause
yeah.
we just popped on the map in the 1600s.
I was just saying, it's just so much evidence out there that shows that
Yeah,
When I first started hearing this, I didn't feel no connection with that. When I first heard it, well, y'all from Africa, and I was like, man, I don't feel that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a type of person that, I'm saying I could feel the frequency. You know what I mean? And you just don't feel that you're from there. And then on top of that too, somebody, everybody's family would have came up and would have said something. Oh yeah, this is this is some evidence that we from certain tribes over there in Africa and shit. Something would have came out the show that we was from over there. You know what I mean? So that's
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, all these years, I'm 43 years old and I still ain't heard anything. You know what I mean? Something would have came out. I don't care what it is. The universe works in mysterious ways.
Well,
So
here's what I keep wondering, brother.
yeah,
Is was the spells such in a trance, have you such in a trance that you keep selling out your own folks? Because I can't understand why certain people uh kept bowing down to the damn invader. The, it's back to that go along, get along shit, because there's a lot of that shit going on.
yeah,
That go along, get along shit.
yeah, yeah. I'm just saying it's a lot of proof now. You know what I mean?
And
So
and here's
they
another
just they just
thing.
might they just might as well go on and acknowledge it. You know what I mean? So we can keep going on. You know what I'm saying? We got some receipts. Believe that. But go
Oh,
ahead then.
there's a lot of receipts. It's just
Yeah.
some of these folks is not gonna go look at them damn receipts.
No,
They
they
are
ain't. They
comfortable
not.
with that fucking lie. So if you comfortable with that lie, all I can tell you is bye bye.
So
But yeah,
I'm just
there's a
speak.
lot of people comfortable with the lie because even when you try to make sense to some people, and explain to them about the damn boat theory, the 90-day trip on the fucking boat. I don't give a damn if it was 60 days. Who's still
Yeah.
shit? A lot of them didn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if it was
Cause
60 days, 70
cause
days.
Because I really got to give it up to Dane Calloway too. Dane Calloway, you know what I'm saying. Before I heard of Dane Calloway, I already knew, you know what I'm saying, a lot of information. But he put the icing on the cake. I mean, like I said,
I
he
think I
confirmed a
started.
lot of shit
I
that
think
I
I
thought.
started listening to Dane Calloway back around 2015, 2016, somewhere then.
Yeah,
But let's put it like
yeah.
it. When Trump hit the scene, I was already listening to Dane Calloway.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
Dane Calloway confirmed what I'd already felt. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I was
yeah. That's
glad that
what. Yeah,
I ran across
yeah,
that brother. Dane Calloway confirmed
yeah,
what I
yeah,
already felt.
yeah,
But you
yeah,
know, the people that's in your airspace uh that look like you still wants to go along with the goddamn story.
yeah,
And you're not
yeah.
feeling it, so you got to bow out, not participate in a lot of shit because you ain't got time for that damn fucking ass negative ass energy and all that goddamn quacky ass fucking damn jokes and shit that some people think they can say.
Yeah,
You ain't got time
yeah.
for it.
Well,
Mm-mm.
now I'm hearing now. It's the Native Americans. A lot of stuff. A lot of people been coming out on TikTok saying that. What I'm saying, we are the indigenous people here. You know what I'm saying, and then now you have the Native Americans speaking out. They saying, well, y'all just bitter, y'all just mad because such and such. And how can we not? It's a few challenges, but then you on the back end you hearing some Native Americans speaking saying, yeah, they telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Well,
black this
yeah,
land was
just like
we
them,
stole these lands. Our
like
people stole these lands from them. Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Cause back here last year, I believe it was, I ran across a TikTok video because I don't get on TikTok much, but I get on there once in a while. But uh, uh, these Mongolian, Siberian looking motherfuckers, they
Yeah.
Southeast Asian looking some, they was on TikTok admitting that they stole our land.
They
I mean,
stole
I
it.
even
Yeah, that's what
posted
I'm
some
saying.
video. I mean, I got some video posted some damn well, post some damn well on one of these damn platforms. I got so much shit. You know, I got a whole lot of shit.
Yeah,
I'm like a goddamn record keeper. I'm trying to
yeah.
keep a record of every
See,
goddamn
this
thing.
is
You know,
what this live is
and
tonight.
still ain't got enough.
This what I was trying to accomplish tonight with this live, because now I gone admit it, because so many people is so many people is admitting it. You know what I'm saying? Other, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, races admitting it. You know what I mean? You have Caucasian people apologizing to, you know what I'm saying, black people all
I
over the
got a
world.
video
You know what I mean?
somewhere where they doing that shit too.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's and they feel it. You know what I'm saying? I was young, feeling, wasn't feeling the African story. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never wore a dashiki. You know what I'm saying? I never wore a dashiki. I never even just looked that way. You know what I mean? Or felt that way. So I mean, I'm just putting it like this. You know what I'm saying? I go what I feel. So when I feel something strong and strong at it, it's what it is. And I always felt that we was from here, but now I really do know now. But
Hmm.
it's now let this country now the people got to, know this now. You know what I mean? Quit trying to hold this lie up. It's you know it's absurd now, because people are educating themselves and realizing this. What I'm saying, we are the indigenous people of this country. So I'm just saying, they need to go on and put that out there, and change our classification, because I know every time we look around, you know what I'm saying, we came from Negro, African American, Black Americans. You know what I'm saying? We've been called every other, you know what I'm saying, name but who we really are. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, and see, the word slave comes from the word slav. Cause
Mhm.
see, some of them folks brought their own damn slaves too.
Mhm.
See, there were two sets of people that didn't have the same skin tone, brought their own sets of slaves. The mother,
You know.
the hidden black hen brought theirs,
You
and
know.
white man brought theirs. And see, white
You
man
know.
had white slaves, just like uh the old donkey had them Mongolians, or invited them Mongolians or something over here or something. But anyway, some of them brought their own slave, cause see, you can sail to the UK from America
Mhm.
off the coast of Maine in about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks they say. You can
Mhm.
do that. So if they brought the damn slaves off the coast of damn out of the UK, that'd have been fine. But how you gonna kidnap all them goddamn people and bring them up through all them damn countries on land and then take them across? They weren't gonna get that far with them. So then they made up that damn story that they came across the water, and then told a lie it took 90 days. They know damn well wasn't nobody left in 90 days. They just want to see how long we gonna believe that damn lie.
Well,
And see,
it been.
some people are still uh comfortable with that lie, because that's what Jesse Jackson said. That's what Al Sharpton said. That's what Dr. Umar Johnson said. Well, hell, all of them fucking idiots. Shit.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm
If it
just
walk like
saying.
a duck and quack like a duck, you got to
Yeah,
call it a duck, ain't it?
right, right.
If it looks like a rose, it drives like a rose. The interior looks like a rose, and it's got them little Rolls Royce centerpieces that stay straight up. It's got to be a
Yeah,
rose, ain't
yeah, yeah.
it?
Well, like I said, I just had to do. We just had to do this live tonight. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff we gonna leave out. I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving out names and stuff right now. I just don't want to. I just want people just gonna do their research. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
because it's just so much now coming out now. And now the Latinos want to, they thought they was gonna come over here and trying to, get rid of us. You know what I'm saying? That didn't work. You know what I mean? Now it's like now our officers and stuff is gonna be in a civil war with these, what I'm saying, these Latinos, because I don't see no brothers and sisters out there. I don't even see no good white people out there. You know what I'm saying? And this number of Latinos doing all this shit. So what they trying to prove out of this? We know it's a setup. We know it's all a fucking setup. But the ones that are out there, is they clones, NPCs? Is what's out there? Because I mean, it's no common sense, you know, with none of this. You know what I mean? If they look, if they look at it or not, you know what I'm saying? Because really, Donald Trump can label all of them a terrorists. You see what I'm saying? So they don't have no rights over here. So it's really getting messy. So
They all work for the Democrat Party. And here's why I think they do.
yeah,
Is because the Democrat Party made it easier for them to get all them little corner stores that we thought we was gonna get back in the 70s.
mm,
And uh and like I said, the Pakistanis, the Indians, the Muslims, the Mexicans, uh I ain't been in no little Chinatown, but yeah, they all got the damn little stores, and even in rural communities where it ain't nothing but white folks, they all got these little stores. Cause hey, I live in a rural community in one
yeah,
area,
yeah.
and they all got these little stores, and ain't no darkies got none of them.
No, ain't nothing. See, me and my dad was talking about that today. He was like, he don't remember one black owned store, and that was, that was back in Nashville. And he said he don't know what really happened. I remember the store. You know what I'm
Now
saying? It was out.
I
It
can
was it was
remember.
out.
I know I remember one because I was sweet on the owner, the owner that owned the store. I was
Yeah,
sweet on their daughter,
yeah.
and I ain't gonna call no name because she probably old now, but I ain't gonna call no name. But yeah, she's a cute little high yellow sucker. Yes, she
Mm.
was.
See, that's just
But
one. See,
but
we
that
all
was
know
over
this
in
one.
South Nashville, and it seemed like it was another little black owned store somewhere over at now South Nashville, something damn well.
Well, you
I
doing better
can't
than me.
remember where it was though.
You doing better than me because I don't
Eh,
remember one.
But see, after that, in the 70s, when the Caucasians started giving up them stores in the late 70s and 80s, them damn, well, I guess it's pretty much the damn 80s. Because see, in the 90s, man, them damn Indians, Mexicans, uh, Arab, they had all the stores.
Mm.
Now, they got these little stores way out there in bumfuck Egypt. That's a little old town down there on the southern side. Let's see, wait a minute. It's a little old town up there on the southern side of Tennessee before you go into Bama. And ain't nothing up there but mostly Caucasian people. And there's some nice Indian mounds around there too. But these damn Hindus got this store way out there in the bumfuck Egypt. How they do that?
You know how they did
They not even from that area.
that.
They not even from that
Yeah.
fucking area. They didn't even. How
You
they
know
do
how
that?
they did that. You know how they did that. You know what I'm saying?
So
You
this is
know,
what I
we
said
been
all
in
of that
war. We been in war with our government. How long?
a long time. Now I said all of that
Yeah,
to say this.
yeah.
All the motherfuckers I called out are all been trying to subdue us or usurp us out of our indigenous rights.
Well,
Because each one of them wanna go along with the get along with the powers that be. And that's how they own all these motherfucking stores.
yeah.
This shit's a click. I figured that shit out a long time. This shit ain't nothing but a fucking click. I just don't want to be part of that clique. I probably would have been a part of that clique, but Spirit didn't lead me to be a part of that clique.
Well,
Spirit showed me. Spirit showed me how this little clique is working.
well, that's that now. But you seeing everything is changing now. Everything is changing. You know what I'm saying? The weather been changing. Everybody with these floods. Everybody want to blame Donald Trump. But you got to realize, we in the spiritual time, yo. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of this stuff that what happened back in the day. with our ancestors and stuff. I'm
Well, here's
telling you,
what I
yo,
think. Reason why they blaming Donald Trump, because Donald Trump took a bunch of funding away, and it had something to do
guess
with the
what? That's
Doppler
yeah,
radars and all that shit. But see,
yeah,
they was manufacturing the weather. They knew when it was gonna come because see, the Doppler radars help manufacture the motherfucking weather. What a lot of folks don't know.
yeah.
And cause I did some weather modification videos years back, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, now that they done got cut off from using HART, and some of this weather is just Mother Nature doing whatever she wants to do, what Mama want to do, and they not getting no pre-information, cause they already had it set up. Now they going on whatever they can, what they can catch in time, and then sometimes you might not get it at all because some of it's designed to catch your ass off guard too. But like I still say about that little incident in Texas, where did all that water come from? Because I saved a little video. I don't know if it was on TikTok. I got it saved in TikTok or I got it saved in Instagram.
But
But I got a
it
hell of a
rained.
library, and
They got
not only
they got a shitload of rain. You know what I mean? And Texas, it's
they said North Carolina got a lot of goddamn rain too, but
yeah,
the
yeah.
question still remains: where did all that water really come from? Though we know it rained and it rained good, but to do that much, that quick, but it's just like Texas.
They said. I mean, I got a video of that water rise so quickly. I was like, "What the
Look, I
fuck?"
watched the water rise in a TikTok video. You know they can't be no more than about 2 to 3 minutes long
Right,
or motherfucking damn Instagram. Now I
right.
watched
They sped
this
it up.
damn Texas State Trooper,
Yeah.
somebody else, this girl, and they was on this bridge, and this bridge was kind of long, but they watched this water tear out the damn bridge down. I mean, on down there where they was safe, but they was kind of like on the bridge, but out there not really close to the middle, but on the bridge, and water could come
Yeah,
up under them.
yeah. It
Well,
was yeah.
in a matter of seconds, there was some water coming down through there. It washed out that bridge down the way down there where they were looking at, and then all of a sudden that water kept rising, rising, rising. Then it started taking the rest. I watched them back up off of that motherfucking bridge before the water reached up and grabbed their motherfucking damn ass, and it was less than 3 minutes. Now wait a minute, Dice. Hold up. Where did all that
I
water
know what
come
you're
from?
talking
We
about.
talking water
Yeah.
rose over 15 feet in less than 3 freaking minutes.
It did really quick. That's
The
what I
damn
was saying.
bridge, the damn bridge was at least 10 feet off the damn ground, off the damn the surface floor. That was at least 10 feet. I ain't saying it was no big creek, but the water rose 15 goddamn feet. Now see, when I said the water rose, it's got to rise across the land space that it can cover, that it can hold and that contain it, so it can rise.
Yeah.
Where did all that motherfucking water come from?
Remember I just said that we in the spirit of time, man. we we're in the spirit of time, man. And I'm telling you, man. I'm just saying.
It's
It look.
almost like the sky opened up and just say, "Hey, I'm finna pour a bucket right here." Boom. That's just like North Carolina. Boom. We're gonna pour a bucket right here. Boom. Cause I'm trying to think, where did all that water come
See,
from so
see,
fast?
I was so upset. I was so upset because you got people was filming it. I'm looking at it and these people was recording the water. You know what I'm saying? The water was just
Guys,
flowing, and
let's get real.
you see people in the car. You see kids in the car. They scared. They floating by, I don't know if it was a woman or I know it was a dude recording it behind it. I mean, it was just like they were just recording, and then I seen somebody wave, and I was like, I said, "Come on now," I just didn't know how to take that. You know what I mean? Because I was like, "Damn, if this really happened, they looking at these kids floating by like that, and they was just
Now
crying."
look, don't that sound like somebody blew a dam?
I mean, We want to
Hey,
say
now, see, this is what I've been able to do, but I ain't done it.
because
We need to start looking for some
that water
dams
was
around there. See if
rushing.
they got any dams around there.
That water was rushing by, man. It was rushing by like it was, you know what I'm saying, being released. You know what I mean?
Cause
Cause
I hear they
you
gonna blow up Hoover Dam. I hear they gonna blow up the White House, and it's something else they gonna blow up, and we gonna blow it up. And it's to symbolize that the corporation is dead. That's why it's getting blowed up. It ain't getting blowed up for no terrorist shit.
I mean, I'm just
It's
sitting.
gonna
I'm
get
just.
blowed up because we wiping that shit off the map. They wiped our shit off the map, blew it up, flooded out, dug them, put lakes over our shit. Well, that's what's gonna happen to this goddamn White House. And they said Hoover Dam.
Well, I'm just saying this. I mean, I'm up here watching this show. This is the greatest show you can be watching right now. You know what I mean? We knew this time was coming. We knew it. We talked about it so much, and now everything is being revealed. And I know like I said, we are in this time now. We need to start admitting what we see and start really, because quit trying to hold this lie up. You know what I mean? I'm sick of the lies. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Well,
sick of all the
like I said,
yeah.
there's a video on Big Shoot I know where this white woman is telling all these motherfucking melanated people that y'all ones need to really fucking wake up. I think I put this video up like 2, 3 years ago.
I bet I know what you're talking about. I bet I know what
And
video you're talking about.
she used to say, y'all melanated people need to wake the fuck up because this is y'all land and y'all are the only ones that can save America. And I knew that then. I said, we the only ones that can save. And people that come in contact, I try to tell them, we the only ones that can save America. But everybody wants a goddamn leader. Everybody wants some damn body that don't look like them leading their head. And I don't understand that shit.
I don't know. It's so much. Well, like I said earlier, it's so much retarded stuff happening. You know what I'm saying? I know
I
everybody
mean,
says
you in your
that's
own
not a
house,
good word,
so
huh?
it's like this. You in your own house, but you
Yeah.
gonna let somebody come in your house and run your house. How does that
Yeah.
shit work?
It don't work. I mean, it's.
I mean, you at home. This is your land. Your ass is at home. Yeah, there's some invaders on the land. There's some imposters on the land. There's some agents on the land. There's some double agents on the motherfucking land. And them the motherfuckers you really need to look out. Cause they one of us. But they double fucking agents.
I just had to do a live on this. I had to do a live on this one, and I just had to, we give it to you raw, real, and unedited. You know what I'm saying? I don't change nothing about me, myself. I don't, like I said, we don't have nobody pushing us. We doing this on our own. You know what I mean? And we are free thinkers, and we do our own research, So we ask everybody, do your own research so you get a full understanding about this because it's so much information is leaking the web right now, and it's so much, and we've been trying to wake people up for so long. Now I ain't even trying no more. I'm just now just keeping it, planting the seed and keep going. You know what I mean? Because there's so much stuff that's happening right now. I don't know if you heard about the McDonald's story. The melanated chick killed her fucking boss. These people losing it. You know what I mean? She killed the boss
No,
because
tell me
she
about
cut.
that. Tell me about that
Well,
shit.
well, I posted on the channel. You know what I'm saying? And melanated chick killed her boss because she cut her time. Cut her hours. And but on top of that, she was the girl was saying that she was being bullied by her. She talking foul to her and stuff like that and treating her wrong. That's why she took a knife up there and did what she did. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So now we seen all these, people are losing they crap. And like you said, it's something with these what happened when you took that juice. You know what I mean? People is, and we hearing about this. It's coming back up now. You know what I'm saying, about whoever took that. And now you know what I'm saying. Them nanos gonna be working on you. You know what I'm saying. They're gonna be get, you gonna really face these people with these low vibrations, and they're gonna be trying to attack you and shit. You know what I mean? Is it? It's getting close to it. It's getting close to, what I'm saying, people, all this shit that we've been hearing about people who took that there. I forgot we sending out on YouTube. Man, they're gonna be freaking out. They're gonna be bugging out. They're gonna be enraged. So, what you think?
Well, uh, everybody that was in the circle, you know, they were forewarned about the hot sauce. So,
19.
hot sauce 19,
So 19.
the draconian juice.
Yeah, there you go.
So, but I don't know if they get all of that, but there are certain things out there that can reverse the sickness of it, and uh, there are some things out there they said that can reverse the sickness, but I don't know about the nanotech now.
Well, I don't know. I said I don't know nothing about that either. Though. I'm just, I ain't hear. I'm just hearing, uh, uh, that they people who took that, they're gonna have so much health problems. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be having health problems. And
All I
and
know
you
is
look at,
I'd be trying to detox every day, cause
so,
uh, I do eat sometimes now. Yeah, I'm a little skinny motherfucker now, but yeah, I do eat sometimes now. But at
well,
least you don't eat. I like to do a lot of juicing though. I ain't juiced this weekend. I'm eating salads all weekend.
yeah. Well, today's Sunday. Tomorrow we're gonna go back. We're gonna go on and I'm gonna punch back in. As I said, we just had to do this before we go out. You know what I'm saying? Speak about this because I mean now it's too much information out, and now they might as well go on and admit that we are the indigenous people. You know what I'm
Yeah, we
saying?
are indigenous peoples. That's why I made me a salad today, and I'm eating dandelions, organic dandelion, cilantro, and fucking parsley. Now, all three of them is good for helping detoxing the damn system. But
Hmm.
then I got some pineapples, I got some nuts. Yeah, I got some more other shit in there. Cause hey, pineapple good for detox. Now I like the juice now. But man, I can make some
Juice it up.
motherfucking
Juice it
juice.
up.
I ain't bragging on my damn self, but I can make some goddamn juice
Hell, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
off the
You can make it.
motherfucking chain. And I
You
couldn't.
can.
I should have been doing this shit 30 years ago. I could have been a juice king. Cause hey, I got my own. I blended my own little recipe, and this shit is sweet. God damn, this shit sweet, and ain't got no sugar in it. Ain't got nothing but squeezed juice in it. And this shit is sweet, especially after I put them damn grapes in that motherfucker with them pineapples.
Yeah.
Along with a whole bunch of some other things too. This shit sweet. I could just drink that shit every damn day. Drink about damn a half a gallon of that shit every day. Fuck some food.
Okay.
I,
Okay.
I, yeah, that's what us melanated people need to be doing. Shit, we need to be juicing that motherfucking ass off. And see,
Okay.
that's another thing. They got our land so screwed up that uh but all the poison in the ground and stuff. That's the reason why shit don't want to grow. The bees are getting extinct. But hey, but them goddamn flies ain't being extinct. How come they can't get rid of them
Mm.
son bitches?
You know they ain't gonna get
No,
rid of flies. You know what them flies specify. So,
shit.
but I was gonna cut this a little bit short today because I gotta go make an errand. I gotta make an errand. But your last thoughts, man. You know what I'm saying on this one. and
Uh,
shit,
we are the
we can get out
indigenous
of it.
beings. I mean, indigenous beings and the indigenous copper brown melanated Indians. And if you just take a little journey back in time and do a little extensive research, but hey, there's a 3 or 4 YouTube channels on now. I know it's at least 2, but I think it's 3 or 4. But they got go if you got any questions, go to Dane Calloway's channel on YouTube. Like I said, he confirmed what I already fucking knew, what my gut was telling me, what my spirit was telling. He just confirmed it because this shit
Yeah.
don't add up.
I mean,
And
he does a lot of work. You can tell he does a lot of work. He do a
hey,
lot of, research.
he's such a realist and done such extensive research to prove the fucking lie, and it's a damn lie.
Hmm.
Uh, that yeah, even the Caucasian brothers they talking about they have to done gave him his props. Yeah, get a man his props because the man is right. Because like I said, you do some research, you do your own research behind him, you come up with the same damn conclusion.
Yeah,
If you do your
that's
own
just that.
research behind him, shit, you ain't
Yeah,
got to do his research. Just do some research behind his ass.
I'm
You
telling you,
still
it's
go.
there.
You still get it.
It's there.
And
You see, you've been hearing about all this shit about the CNN and all this, the Democrats. You know what I'm saying? For all this time, how much they've been keeping up lies and how much they've been keeping up these wars and shit like this. Now, when you come up with this information and what Dane Calloway been dropping, you know what I mean? You want to deny it now. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, we seeing all this truth is coming out. The truth is out. You know what I mean? So that's why I said, you cannot deny it no more.
well,
We
it's just
told
like
everybody.
when Cat Williams jumped that little Mexican. That's why I said it's different between them Mexican and Latino. Well, when Cat Williams jumped that Mexican when he started hollering "Boo American" stuff, and Cat Williams jumped his ass in his own damn comedy show, and that guy on CNN
Mm.
uh
I remember that. I remember that.
tried to force Cat to make an apology,
Yeah,
like he didn't mean to go off on him, and Cat told him, "Hell no, he wasn't apologizing for shit, not a damn thing."
I
Hmm.
remember that. I remember that. I remember that. Well,
But
like I said,
anyway,
I had to make this short. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but it just we had to do something and talk about this. You know what I'm saying? We at least need to you know keep doing our research and then bringing it out, bring out the receipts out. Because like I said, we coming up on the time that all the truth is being revealed to us right now. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, you can't you can't deny it now. So we told you that. We told you it's gonna be coming a day. You ain't gonna be able to deny. You know what I'm saying? This being the truth. That this what it is. So I love everybody. Hit that like button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Dickie Jr. I catch you on another one, man.
all right, Dice.
All right.
Uh, I'll, I'll, I'm checking us out over here on YouTube, and uh, anyway, you gonna do what you need to do, brother, and shout out to the fam. One love, Ashe, Wadu, I love you, and Tulu.
All right.